Yeah, can you hear me all right?
Yeah. So sorry
Awesome.
I'm getting my stuff posted later than I had planned. I swear everyone that was like gonna get on Google Hangout decided out at the last minute. I'm like, everybody at the last minute. So.
It's not a big deal. I was going through the things that we needed to discuss, and I think we can pretty much just discuss it without
Let's see.
over.
So we're gonna submit a document.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 pages per subject for totally. So our notes and then just our report.
Yeah, okay. So what we need to do, so we need to upload all of our, one of us needs to upload all of the interviews onto OneDrive under one folder. And then we also just need to submit this, the 4 questions that we just need to answer.
Okay.
So we can just go through 1 through 4 and kind of just go from there. Does that sound good?
Yeah, it sounds good. Here, I'll type it. I'll just submit everything if you want.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, let's see. What was the most challenging part of this assessment? I don't know that I really had. I mean, other than trying to get everyone like organized time-wise,
someone.
Yeah, I don't think I had any problems. I think sometimes the questions maybe got people to go kind of on a wild tangent for a minute, so you had to bring them back to the question. I don't know. I didn't really have anything else.
I thought it was, sorry, I have like 3 docs open up right now.
You're fine.
I think it was challenging to kind of, I think I would have sent the questionnaire before the interview. Just because, you know, they just didn't have time to think about it, or they might have felt rushed or something like that. Just so they were prepared with what they're going to answer and things like that. They weren't caught off guard. I think that was the thing, that my interviewees, they were both kind of caught off guard at first with some of the questions. Yeah. And some of the questions, they switched from like first person to second person, or does that make sense? Like, how well do you feel?
I was trying to read them, and then it was like, wait, I was like, wait a second, let me put this back in the right terms.
Yeah, you gotta relook at that. So I think that was kind of challenging as well, but other than that, it was pretty smooth going.
Sorry, I'm just typing this.
Oh, you're fine. Take your time. My interviewees, I don't know if you, my audio was really terrible, which I didn't realize until after I got home. But you can't really hear what I was asking, but you could hear the answers.
Yeah.
They were giving.
Yeah, it was fine. I think it'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I interviewed 2 married, or just a married couple, so.
Nice. I did my mom, and then I ended up doing my husband last minute because my other person bailed, so it actually made it easier because he could read. I just did it on my webcam, so he could read the question, so that definitely did help.
There you go, yeah.
Let's see. What did you learn most about the subjects from interviewing them? I think everyone is eager to say and want that they want to be in shape and healthy, but I think you can see in their faces and their responses that they don't really want to commit to it.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I learned that they knew, it seemed like they knew what the nutrition and exercise requirements were, but they already knew their excuses too. You know, they already came up, oh, I don't have enough time or motivation and all this stuff. So they knew what they needed to do. They just, you know, had a lot of, I wouldn't say excuses, but reasons, you know, why they weren't doing them too. Like they've already thought about it before a couple times.
I feel like fitness, like being healthy is something that occurs often, like in topic, and so you're just automatically like have a response.
Yeah. I mean, I do it too, so I can't really say anything. It's funny.
Okay. What did you learn most about the subjects from their body language? I think that kind of is the same thing. I think a lot of times that they would have like a response, but in their like just their facial expressions, you could tell that they were kind of like saying it, but they're kind of saying more what they wanted versus what they really feel they could do or that they were willing to do. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because my mom was like, I think I'm like a 5, you know, and you could tell she was like kind of questioning her answer. And in my mind, just knowing my mom, she's probably more like a 3 on half the stuff. They wanted to almost sound better for the sake of the interview versus what was really going through their heads, I think.
Yeah. My interviewees, the first one, she laughed a lot. And I've known her for years, and so I already knew most of her answers.
Yeah.
She laughed a lot through the first part, and like she knew that she wasn't doing very good, and she was kind of just like laughing it off, you know, type of thing. And so that's what I noticed about her. And then her husband, the second interview, he was kind of like, he was pretty assertive and he was pretty confident. Like he already knew the answers. And so that kind of like, he like was sitting like this, you know, or like sitting forward through most of it anyways, which kind of made me feel like he was a little more confident in everything that he was answering because he was like already doing some of these things. And he was a pretty healthy kid, you know.
Yeah, that's kind of how my husband was. Like he was just kind of like lackadaisical about it, I guess. So.
Yeah, there was this one part at the end when we were talking about like, and I was asking him about, you know, oh, are you gonna, you know, would you commit to doing this in 4 weeks or 13 weeks or whatever the thing was? And he kind of like laid back in the chair and was like, yeah, I mean, I could, but I should, I know I should. And, you know, he kind of just got more relaxed and kind of looked bored. Like he knew that he should be doing these things, but he just was like sick of answering the questions or like reasons why. So I think it implied that he was a little more like, he was a little frustrated with, you know, not being able to do those things. I don't know. But I know that he really wanted to like be healthier and exercise more as one of his goals. So I don't know.
Because they're kind of the same. Okay, so I'm going to put those that are more familiar with health goals than men. Be a little more. Knowledge. I don't know how to say that. Acknowledging that they needed to return to their fitness goals. What would you do differently when assessing a subject? What would you do differently on the assessment itself? I feel like these are all just kind of like same question.
Yeah.
What would you do differently when assessing the subject?
have them look over the interview first.
First,
I would rearrange the words.
What?
I would like rearrange the questions, the wording of the questions.
Yeah.
Because it was a little bit harder to ask them out loud. Like, oh, on a scale of 1 to 7, 1 not, you know, competent, and 7 being very competent, you know. I just feel like there could have been like better ways to reword that. As far as the quality of the questions, I thought those were okay, you know, in assessing the health itself, right. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was pretty.
Yeah, I think we both knew our people really well, because I think if it was someone I didn't know, then like you would have to worry about like not making them feel awkward, and you know what I mean, like being comfortable with talking about like personal things like that. But I think we both, I mean, I didn't have that problem, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't really know, other than the things we've already said, really. So, but what about assessing a subject? What would you do differently when assessing something? That's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Creating
an environment where they don't
rush or something. I don't know.
Judged or something like that. That works.
Okay. Well, okay.
These questions are hard to answer a little bit.
I know. Well, they're kind of like the assessments, like a lot of the same, but a little bit different.
Yeah.
Okay, so what else do we need to cover then? Download the health interview partner report. Oh, let's go with the questions one. Oh.
Yeah, so I just need to
switch them over. And then I would just really go. Sorry. Okay, so I'll submit. So paste the link to the shared health interview folder. Is that just all the interviews? Like the recordings?
I don't think we need to submit our recordings though.
Just the papers.
Yeah, just
send the papers to me in an email, and then I'll make a folder.
Okay.
Basically.
And then make sure you include the answers that we just answered, and then I think that's it.
Okay. Okay, we'll just email your 2 papers in, and then yeah. Did you go through and like write notes at the bottom and everything?
But I wrote a little bit of notes. They're like in italicized. I didn't write a lot just because I just didn't notice that much, you know, going on.
Okay.
So it's just like notes here and there of what I've noticed.
Yeah.
So I hope that works. I think it's okay. I mean,
I don't know. I don't feel like it's that complex of an issue, so yeah. Okay, well, just send, you have my email, send it to my BYU one that we've been going back and forth on.
The BYUI one?
Yeah. And then I will, yeah, I'll submit it. So I'll just email you as soon as I have it submitted.
Okay, sounds good. I'll email them to you right now, and we'll just get this out of the way.
Hey, great.
Sounds good. All right, thanks, Kara. It was nice meeting you.
Thanks, see ya.
Good luck.